What if you could get a peek into how someone is actually successfully managing chronic pain? Well, today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're looking at a personal log, dated November 2025, that lays out a really clear and practical strategy for dealing with hip pain.
And it all starts right here, with this one simple sentence. No complicated jargon, just a straight-up diagnosis. This is the starting point, a challenge that, millions of people are facing every single day.
But this right here, this is the most important thing to get, the whole mindset. This isn't about finding some kind of magic pill. Nope, it's about taking the controls. It's a proactive journey to manage the symptoms and, live life on your own terms.
So, how did they do it? Well, they developed this really clear three-part plan. You can see it right there. Medical intervention, physical management, and a supplement regimen. Let's break down each piece of this strategy.
Okay, first up, part 1, medical intervention. This is the foundation of the whole thing, starting with the professionals to figure out exactly what's wrong and to treat that immediate pain.
So the process was pretty straightforward. An X-ray confirmed the osteoarthritis, which then led to a targeted steroid injection. And here's a key practical detail. The author notes it was all covered by Medicare. That's a big deal. But here's the thing. This medical step, while it gives some serious relief, it's temporary. The pain relief from that shot, it's estimated to last somewhere between 1 and 3 months. So this makes it a crucial part of the plan for sure, but it's not the whole solution. Really, it's about buying time for the other strategies to kick in.
And that leads us perfectly into part 2, physical management. Once that immediate pain is under control, the focus totally shifts to long-term maintenance. This is all about using that pain-free window to build up strength and mobility. And they use this fantastic kind of two-pronged approach. On one hand, you've got formal professional physical therapy, also covered by insurance, by the way, and on the other, there's the daily habit of at-home stretching, guided by something as accessible as YouTube videos. It's a really smart blend of professional guidance and personal discipline.
All right, on to part 3, the supplement regimen. And this is where things get really interesting, because it shows how modern tech played a huge role in this very personal health journey.
The author just casually mentions they did a ton of research using ChatGPT. I mean, just think about that for a second. This is such a modern approach, right? Using an AI as your personal research assistant to help you make decisions about your own health. And all that research led them right here. As you can see from their notes, they landed on 2 specific supplements to add to their daily routine for extra joint support.
To be specific, they're taking Move-Free Ultra Triple Action and Vimerson Health's glucosamine chondroitin, turmeric, and MSM. And then the author adds this crucial personal note. So far, they seem to work. It's just their experience, but it's an important part of their story.
So we've looked at the medical side, the physical side, and the supplemental side. But the real key here, the magic, if you will, isn't any one of these things by itself. It's how they all lock together in a combined strategy.
So to sum it all up, what we're seeing is this holistic approach that's been tailored by one person for themselves. It just beautifully weaves together professional medical care for the acute stuff, disciplined physical self-care for the long haul, and modern research tools to inform that extra layer of support.
Okay, now it is absolutely essential that we are crystal clear on this next point. We've just walked through one person's very specific experience. This is for informational purposes only. It is not medical advice. For any of your own health concerns, please always consult with a qualified healthcare professional.
And that really leaves us with a final and I think pretty important question. This whole story perfectly captures a modern challenge, doesn't it? With just an endless sea of information at our fingertips, how do we find that perfect balance between doing our own research and leaning on the essential guidance of medical experts? It's a question that in one way or another, I think we're all trying to answer.